Hello everyone. In this stereochemistry part 3, we will discuss about stereochemistry of spiral. In last part 2, we had discussed about stereochemistry of allenes. So you all are familiar with the structure of allene. Now, when the double bond of allenes are replaced by the ring system, then the resultant compound is called spiral. And the nomenclature of spiral is very interesting. This is the structure of spiral. Now if between this and this carbon, if double bonds are there, then that is called allene. But here you can see that between these carbons there is a ring system. So such compounds are called spiral. This particular carbon which is common between both ring systems, it is called junction carbon or a spirocarbon. And nomenclature is done in such a manner so that this spirocarbon or a junction carbon should get the last number. So if you start from this position, because both the rings are equal in the size, meaning is that they have the same number of carbons, so from any side you can start. So normally starting from this side, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and spirocarbon should get the last number, that is 7. So 7 carbons hydrocarbon, we call it a heptane. We will call this spiroheptane, and these numbers written in the square brackets, it is actually indicating the number of carbons in both the rings. So here you can see that in this ring 1 2 and 3 carbon except junction carbon. Here also 1 2 and 3 carbons except junction. So this is called spiro 3 3 heptane. So that's what written in this slide. Common carbon or both of both rings called spiro junction carbon, and it should get the last number during its nomenclature. And in square brackets the numbers which are written, they are actually indicating the number of carbons attached with spirocarbon, or we can say that in the both rings. Now the next example for the nomenclature, you can see that the ring size is not identical. The left ring is a smaller one having 3 carbons except spiro, and this one having 5 carbons except spiro. So in such cases, always we should start numbering from the smaller one. And you can also see that there is a one displacement on the first carbon, that is a chloro. So first we'll calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So spiro, these 3 and these 5, 3 5, non-N is a basic structure, and on the first carbon there is a displacement in the form of chloro. So it is 1 chloro, spiro, 3 5 non-N. These are also the same examples, but here I have shown you how to start the numbering. So this is the way the nomenclature of spiral is being done. Now this junction carbon, this is a spiro 2 2 pentane, starting from any side 1 2 3 4 and 5. Spiropentane, and both the rings are equal, so spiro 2 2 pentane. You can see that the spirocarbon is a sp3 hybrid carbon, and in sp3 hybrid carbon, always this plane and this one, they are always perpendicular, they are not coplanar. So already both the planes of rings, they are perpendicular with each other. But still you can see that if one plane, which I have shown with the this way continuous line, when bisecting this ring at an equidistance, equal groups are there. So we can say that plane of symmetry is present. Similarly, when this plane is bisected by this plane, which is shown by the dotted lines, then here also you can see that equal groups are there. That's why plane of symmetry is present. So we have already discussed about the molecular symmetry. Molecule have such a structure so that it should react with any kind of symmetry elements. So we can say that this 5-O-22 pentane, in spite of these two planes, are not in the, they don't lie in the same plane. You can see in the figure, this one is in the plane of screen, while this one is actually perpendicular to that. But even though, because of the plane of symmetry present, so this particular example is optically inactive and it is achiral. So spiral with this kind of structures, they are actually optically active and they are resolvable. This particular is a derivative of spiro-33 heptane, and you can see that both the terminal carbons, this one and this one, they both have A and B, A and B. And one more thing is that here you can see that because this is where my cursor is, the spirocarbon is a sp3 hybrid carbon. So you can see that this particular ring is that lie in the plane of screen, while this one is a perpendicular to that. Again, these two bonds, they lie into the plane of screen, while this one perpendicular to the screen. This one is coming towards the observer and this one is going away from the screen. So you can see that there is no question of the, we can say that center of symmetry, because if you start a line and pass through the center, and if you extrapolate, then you are not going to get the B, because both these two bonds and these, they are perpendicular to each other. So there is no question of the center of the symmetry. Plus, when the one plane bisecting another one, then you can see that there are no identical groups. That's why such kind of derivatives of spirane, they are chiral, they are optically active, their enantiomers exist, and they are resolvable. So you can see that this one is the enantiomer of this particular isomer. One more possible derivative is all the four groups must be different, like you can see that A, B, C, D. So such spiranes, they are also resolvable into their enantiomers. Okay. Now already we have discussed that this ring and this one, they both are perpendicular to each other. But even though you can see that if any one carbon having the identical groups, in that case, when the one plane bisecting this one, suppose this one is bisecting this one, then you can see that at equidistance there are same groups are located, and that's why plane of symmetry is present, and this particular example is optically inactive, and its enantiomers don't exist. It is achiral. In this example, one, this is second carbon, third, fourth, and this is a fifth carbon. So on the second carbon and on the fifth carbon there are methyl groups. So 2,5-dimethyl, and basic structure is a spiro-33 heptane. So you can see that both these groups and here also both are perpendicular to each other, so there is no question of the center of the symmetry or a plane of symmetry. So it is a chiral, and from its mixture, racemic mixture is a resolvable into its enantiomers. Both these are enantiomers and optically active. While another isomer of this one is this, and spirocarbon 1, 1 and 2. So 2,2-dimethyl, spiro-33 heptane. Now you can see that as this carbon and this carbon both have identical groups, so when the one plane bisecting the another one, then the plane of symmetry is present, and that's why it is optically inactive, it is achiral. These are the few examples of some heterocyclic spiranes. This is called spirohydantoin, where you can see that CONH is alternatively arranged. So the name of this structure is spirohydantoin. And even though it is written this way, but you should remember that this particular ring and this one, they are perpendicular to each other. So though it appears that at equidistance CO or NH are there, but no, it's not like that. This ring, if we assume that in the plane of the screen, then this one perpendicular to that. So there is no question of the either plane or center of symmetry. This particular, you can see that start calculating from this one 1, 2 and 3. On the third carbon there is a methyl group 4, 5, 6. Okay, or calculating from the opposite side. You can see that on third and 8 there are two methyl groups. First carbon is this one, and on the sixth carbon, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alternatively here. So you can see that both are oxo, and basically it is a spiro 4,4 non-N, and on the second carbon and on the seventh carbon dione is also present. This is the second carbon, this is the seventh carbon. So 3H dimethyl 1,6 dioxaspiro 4,4 non-N 2,7 dione, because the normal ketone is taking on suffix, so there are two, that's why dione. But as you can see that both these ring, they are, you have to assume that both they are not lie in the same plane, they are perpendicular to each other, as the spirocarbon is a sp3 hybrid, and that's why there is no question of the center of symmetry or a plane of symmetry. So these two examples are of the heterocyclic spirals, but both are optically active and both are chiral. So if we summarize the whole thing, we can say that spiral itself having both the ring systems perpendicular to each other, as the spirocarbon is a sp3 hybrid, but only those spiral derivatives which have either different groups on any carbon. Condition is that not a terminal carbon can have the same groups. So either they have AB type of groups or they have ABCD kind of groups. Such spirals are optically active and chiral and resolvable from the mixture. But if any carbon consists identical groups, then because of the presence of the plane of symmetry, such derivative is achiral and optically inactive. Thus, you can see that spiral molecules, they possess molecular asymmetry. You cannot find any chiral carbon, presence of chiral carbon, but the molecule should have such a shape and the presence of groups in a certain way. That's why they can be optically